Is he actually? This is one of the most determined catapults I've ever seen. S4's going to bring it underneath the tower. Bottom lane, Pasha. Oh, No-Tail and Fly. You've got the Hadouken from the creep. Actually helping them out. I don't know if Fly is purposely planning that, but Pasha remains low. He's still got the escape until Jirax in through the side. Doesn't actually have the stun, but the Sunstrike, the stun will be let out. Nana hits the money load, and that'll help him come back a little bit, down to level 5. On their supports. So Tuskar as well as Warlock become the priority, while Slark can just farm in the jungle at his level 8. Not to mention, he's also using his own Hand of Midas. So finding that farm. Middle lane, Lasso, out from S4. The jump is coming forward, a long pounce down, but no one will he have enough speed to get out of this one. The stun, it's a triple stun out from Jirax. The Sunstrike won't connect, now in comes Ramses. He was farming the jungle, he wants to find a kill. The Snowball, who's Tuskar going for? The RP! Pasha, the perfect timing. Anna, Deafening Blast, trying to push back Ramses. He's able to actually do it. S4 has a double kill out of it. And they're not done yet, or are they? No one. Phase boots are on cooldown, so he's not going to run over the hill. Doesn't fit in. And Ursa, he triggered his double damager, and he really wanted to go in for Roshan. The Terrorblade Illusions just coming to the front lines. S4 still with that Firefly trigger. They saw Jirax. And they pull him back in. The lasso is out. Fly goes into the Nova. Will the egg pop? Ramses tries to slow him down. The stun from Jirax will do the work. She get a 5-man stun. No! They kill him up just in time. Wukong command controlling on the back when Jirax gets mopped up by Ramses. No more command. No-Tail. He's got Sunder available. The Ice Wall from Ana is controlling no one, but here goes your RP. It catches out the Terrorblade. He will fall. No one. Not a healthy man. S4 still causing real problems at last attack, allowing Magnus. Pasha gets back to base in the back of his TP. I believe that should work. S4, he's looking at Lil. He can't look at no one. He knows he can't look at no one. But the 4-star's still on cooldown for another 2 seconds.
Middle tower is under
so we're sticking Napalm. Bloody Sigil, Ramses, he'll go in, the Sunray's out, will it be enough life to regenerate up S4? Not nice. He's trapped in the shards, locked in the icy cone of death, with Solo dropping the rock. Virtus Pro, they bring down 2, Anna again with no buyback, will fall. Agency Mortal is also up. Just, because they just got a fresh item on the Slark, a full Skadi is now done for him, and with the Shadow Blade Pasha, will try and slip a little bit further forward. Sunstrike damage getting split between Lil as well as no one. They see a target as Ramses. He'll pounce himself away. He's just trying to poke the beast. S4 gets the blink lasso, but no one breaks free. The Tornado with the Wukong's command. There's a huge amount of combinations. Lil will fall quickly. Ursa has to peek. RP! Pasha! A whole enchilada. The Sun from Fly. They'll create space with the Firefly. It's actually nowhere enough. And a Deafening Blast tries to create more space. Fly. Yes, Icarus dive out. Anna's on the run, but you know who's coming. It's the Slark under the Orbs and Sentry. Triple kill for no one, but they want everything. They want Ada. Difficult to catch him though when you've got cold feet from the Ice Wall.
That they are gaining massively. They can just take a look at the levels that they have access to, and they should be figuring out, oh, okay, we're probably doing good. Maybe a bit misleading with the Midas and the XP talent on Tusk, but still.
S4's hunting. Jirax gets the stun out. They need to see Pasha the RP. It whips. He doesn't find the target. Tornado will fly through. The rock will drop. This will keep the rest of OG out. But Jirax into the Wukong's command, looking to fight harder. Rams in the cover of the BKB. They focus on the Monkey King, removing the command from the field. The Nova, it should be able to connect, but not in time to save Anna, or not in time to save Fly. Yes, it will. 4-man stun. The lasso is there. Will it be enough? No-Tail, the damage as a Terrorblade. He's getting enough of it out, actually. The support is there. He'll Sunder up no one, but he's lost his Metamorphosis. The damage, it doesn't, or does it? It does exist when Pasha skewers forward. The bash is there from no one, however, catching S4 down. As no one blinks and runs, Solo is left behind. No-Tail. He does have that Metamorphosis, and chasing after Solo. Needs a little bit more damage. One more hit will do it, and this will be a 4-for-3 trade-off, technically in favor of OG.
Anna stays alive. You can't just sacrifice him at the start of the fight and expect to win it.
The 5-man smoking up. Ramses is the man revealing himself in mid. The scan is out from the radiant side. They find no one, but the jump up from Jirax. He's on the hill. The Sunstrike should be able to connect, but no one protected by the BKB. The RP, it only connected over on Anna, who got pushed into the trees into relative safety. Nova is down. The stun, it's actually holding no one in position. This Nova, it should be able to connect. It actually will do so. The Slark can't run away from this. Virtus Pro, they've lost 3. A terrible fight for them. After the back of that bottom engagement, they're looking for Solo. He's still on the run. S4's behind him. He has the Gem of True Sight. Now the Vision, the Sunstrike. Solo stops to heal. Actually saves it from the Sunstrike, but over into the tree line. S4, no Firefly available, so Solo needs some heavy jukes. Probably not going to be possible when he's sticky napalmed up. Movement is not the greatest friend when you're all gunked up. 65 more seconds.
The Illusion Army of Notel starting to go in and deal some damage here. Fatal Bonds will make quick work of it though. But still, this multi-lane push now coming from OG. They have the Forge Spirits bottom.
Ramses hunts Abyssal Blade. They're trying to clean up Ana again. S4 with a Flame Break. Tornado will fly up. A quick Yule Scepter. They need to get him out of here. The Aegis Immortal is still up at the RP. Connects beautifully from Pasha. Pull him back in. No one. It's time to nom 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 on OG. Will the damage be enough? Not with Notel. Summons the life back in again. Aegis Immortal will trigger. Pasha, he's ticking out at the moment. He will die. Another control. It's just too much control. No one. Spun up into the air once more. Comes down into the Sunstrike, and that will put him on the noggin. Solo, he's dragged out. Everyone's gone. GG! OG take game 1 in this grand final of Kiev.
Oh, what a Wukong's command to end it on, just to prove a point. Oh man, that's so. It's like soul crushing to just watch. You've had these moments yourself in your pub games. I'm sure you're playing against this Monkey King as a melee core.
And survive.
Very close and very cool here by S4 not to use the salve, just staying calm under pressure.
Strike going
trouble,
again.
though.
Here goes another jump as Jirax back in again on the top lane. Fly still in the neighborhood. S4 forced into the tree lines. Burrow Strikes off cooldown again in 3 seconds time. But Jirax on the other side wants to go into Lil. That's 4 sticky napalm charges from S4. Lil is dropping fast. In fact, the Burrow Strike will not save him. Fly's last attack allows OG to spill the first blood on the top lane. But what's Ana going to do? He has a little bit of extra damage at the moment, but he's so risky of death. It's like they're trying to bait no one to come underneath the tower.
Fly is connecting, and there is a DD. DD will maybe see that on the way, but so will Lil.
Yep, there's your jump in. They're going after no one, so you can battle for the double damage rune. No one's still on the run. Ana pops a refraction up. There goes your jump in. No one in for the quick clap. Fairy Fire gets in the life. That last attack I saw enough. A 3-man Burrow Strike in from Lil. Gets the return kill onto Fly and lets that double damage, which he stole, do the work to find this blood.
Oh, Jirax playing with fire here.
1 point value.
Yep. That was a really close kill. I think Notail got, or why do I call Notail today, Toby? Why are you doing this to me?
We've got her.
Oh, mid lane Ana. He's got cooldown on refraction, gets solo killed by no one.
Yeah, but no one can he get out of gel. As you got Jirax right behind him. Fly, yeah, there's not enough damage to kill off this big tanky Ursa. Solo come in. And Solo did it again. He went for the 0-2-3 build on this Warlock. He's looking for the AoE control. But Jirax smoking up. Ana's coming as well. The Blink Lasso, it's over on the Sand King. Spectral Horn, Notel understands that SK kill is in the bag. So he moves over. They want the kill on Warlock. Short of level 6. Short of having a dream to defend that tier 1 tower. Pressure to the mid tier 1.
Jirax has an invis.
They're getting everything they possibly can.
And
here comes no one out from the tree line. As you said, Jirax with an invis, he can come through the back lines. Ready, doesn't have the Wukong command yet. When the Burrow Strike happens, Fly just gets deleted. Ramses S4's on top of him. The Thunder gives Ramses life back again, but the stun from Jirax holds him in position underneath that Firefly. So Ana can go to work, but no one. He really wants Templar Assassin with a push forward. The RP is Virtus Pro who are finding the kills, but in comes Notel. He can't attack into Lil, at least with the dispersion. Lil's actually dying. The Shadow Word has to help out when he attacked it. So S4 knows. They all know. So Monkey King's trying to pounce through the rear. You can see Pasha. He's on monkey duty. Can't find him yet. Now the Firefly up for S4. Starts sticky napalm charges. This will slow down the Ursa. The flame break.
Oh, he got
bashed by Roshan. The Sunray is actually burning through the Ursa. He'll survive through the enrage, but in comes down and the rock will drop. But it's only to control the Templar Assassin. Ursa's already down epicenter. Lil needs to do some damage with the Burrow Strike forward. He's doing it into Notel, but there's 1 charges. There's survivability. They still haven't killed off Roshan yet. Fly gets back out again. They're coming top. They want to fight. S4's already got a sentry ward up on the hillside, so there'll be no quick shenanigans. And S4 blink forward. Oh, he'll get burrow strike. He wasn't in range for a lasso. He'll force up just far enough away. And with the Spectral Horn, they will come in. Notel joins the fight. Pasha, he was still burning into the Firefly. Now into the egg. There won't be enough for Sun to get that Nova off in the epicenter. Perfect from Lil. Burning through OG. They're down 3. They're down 4. Now the tier 1 towers, the consolation prize as well. Everything goes to VP.
It's a combo we've seen before, but I forgot how stupid it is. That is some crazy damage output from Ramses.
S4, Firefly's up, Blink Lasso, we found the target, the Burrow Strike didn't connect, they got the Magnus with the Spectral Horn, Durex creates the perimeter, the Virtus Pro, they're already so far away, jumping illusion to illusion, they find the real Notal, a 3-man rock, no Fatal Bonds to follow up, thanks to stun from Durex, but no one, he's just going in, he's going ham, picking up S4, they turn their attention towards Fly, after Icarus dive himself away to safety.
Full minute on Aegis.
They're smoking.
Meta is up. This is a fight no-tail.
They're going around the back.
You have to try with this Radiance. If they fail this fight, they lose at least their bottom racks, maybe even the mid-tier 2 and more.
Where's the scan?
Oh, they got
the
Jerax off the...
Jerax is down, but they're coming from the rear. There's no scan out just yet. Batrider jumps in. They did find again the Magnus, and with the jump forward, the damage is big on the Warlock. He'll fall. The Nova, it won't be able to trigger. He got focused down too well, but Lil is so low. Anna was able to do a lot of damage, but Notel, he's so far down. Ramses can just hold and stay and just pawn with this Terrorblade. He'll look for more with the Skadi slow now. S4's the man on the run. Ursus ready in 1 second to blink forward. Look for his target. The Observer Ward is up. They can play the game of vision.
I want to try to force this buyback, but I think this is fightable by OG without the Spectre if they combine their spells well.
OG's looking for it. They have to get a little bit of mana into Anna. That's the reason why they're triggering up the Shrine. Blink Lasso, not going to happen. Lil actually got the perfect positioning, catching on S4. Yule Scepter up, plus the Spectral Horn, creating absolute chaos. And Jerax, the 3-man stun with a Wukong command. They catch VP out. Ramsey's able to get the Thunder off, and maybe Solo can turn this around with the Rock Drop, plus getting the Fatal Bonds, but they can turn their attention over towards... Oh, actually, yeah, they can. Solo, because no one popped. Anna will have the damage. Solo will go down, and Virtus Pro, they lose the whole kit and caboodle. OG's had a lot of fans out there too, but Virtus Pro, you can smell the blood in the water when Ramses has all of this going his way. And there's the Metamorphosis up.
He hits for 700 right now.
Okay, the lasso is on an illusion. He didn't get the real one. Spectral Horn will happen, however. Solo dropping down low. Anna can't finish the job. The Rock won't really connect on anything. Jerax still waiting for the Wukong's command. He's a hit on Solo. Actually dropped him down very, very low. Solo has to retreat back out. And you see Anna with the haste rune jumping through the rear, but Lil will find him first. Burrow strike out. Oh, Anna down. Ramses will take the kill. Even the Sunder used on S4. So Ramses is back up to full health, and he's just pounding it down. Smack, smack, smack. They just keep going. Ramses, the unstoppable force, or is he? Adam's trying to get rid of the golem. The melee racks will fall. Now the skewer over. They remove out Fly. Is there more damage? Ramses, he's still slowed up. Remember, he's got the Aegis Immortal. The Fatal Bonds, it connects S4 and Notal. Sunray, the burn damage is there. No one's on the run. Remember, he doesn't have the Aegis, the Immortal. And it's VP. They've lost a hell of a lot of heroes. They claimed a lot more in return. And with the help of Lil's epicenter, maybe they can claim more. Ramses, he's still in the middle of this fight. Sunder is available. Jerax has to be careful, especially if he goes Wukong command. They commit to the engagement. The Sunder used over on Anna. They're outside the Wukong's command, but you've lost your Terrorblade. Lil will fall as well, but once again, Virtus Pro, they may lose the fight, but they put one step forward to win the war against OG with a second lane of racks down.
Is not the case. VP have 5 heroes top.
The Observer Ward's going to reveal them all now, so if Notel wants to come out and beat into the tier 2 tower, he can do so. Remember, they have a Spectral Horn to bring him back in. The Observer Sentry, the RP, it catches Anna. This could be big. The Wukong command, however, on the back lines. Rock may turn this fight around, but Anna gets the distance. He won't kill off Solo. Instead, it's no one. He's the one doing the murdering at the Bear Claws. 2 down for the moment. The Nova will trigger, but all the sun's up as the golem. But inside the base, it is the king of ludicrous damage. It is Ramses triple kill and GG. We avoid the clean sweep as Virtus Pro level the series 1 apiece.
Yeah, DT again. This is actually unbelievable. I know AUI loves this kind of stuff. He's going to be having a blast just looking at these numbers, you know. It's like absolutely... pretty scary, but they're just getting way more out of the map than OG.
That 0 kill may change. You got only 1 point up in Upheaval from Solo, so you went for exactly the same build, but there's no level 6 on the Storm Spirit, so you can rely on Lil. This Storm needs to be able to connect. Jirax, he actually can't do it. He was short of the mana, which means he cannot hold VP in place, which allows Virtus Pro to get first blood, and Lil's not done. He'll chase down Jirax, as he's got the nighttime advantage here. A 2-0-1 over on Lil and Jirax. Well, Stomp comes off cooldown, but Lil can just basically tiptoe around this. Jirax goes for the Stomp in the tree lines. He voids him. He's got more than enough damage, and Jirax is toast. Now, scout out anything either, so they wrap around. S4's the biggest target. He actually breaks the smoke. And he's back behind the tower into the trees. S4 has to know something's Lil right, and now he definitely does. Lil reveals himself. S4 still under the cover of fog, and then Blink, Skewer pulling Pasha back under the tower. Pasha does get the call off, but with the Spirit forward, looking for the Stomp. It connects on Pasha and Ana right in the middle of him. The Spirit damage, the Golem will fall, trying to turn the tide of this battle, but with Warlock already down and Pasha trapped in the trees underneath the Nova. That stun is actually going to cancel. They pull him back in with a Vortex. Ana will find a double kill. And Virtus Pro really pushing the issue. And not give enough over to Virtus Pro that mid-game becomes scary for like VP bearing down an OG.
This Warp Flies is good, but they're under smoke. Pasha could find an opening here.
Yeah, it runs in through the rear. There's your jump up. Double call. He got the big ones. He got Fly as well as S4. Jirax split. It doesn't create enough work, or actually it does. Combining it with a Stone Gaze. Pasha will die, but Medusa now left alone. Not enough mana for shield. Out by S4.
That's true. The one dive they did bottom was a misplay. The rest of the game has been extremely good. Dota gonna drop the rock on No-Tail here.
Medusa. Fly stands up again with a Sunray. Where's the support? Ramsey moves forward. No-Tail's trying to get rid of the column, but Upheaval is making this difficult. Ana in the neighborhood. Bring him back to the Remnants. There goes your Stone Gaze. So you do get rid of the golem. Where's the support? S4's waiting. He's still under the cover of Invis. He has his blink available. He wants them to group up so he can go for the RP, but VP's positioning is so scattered. He'll have to skewer into the two-man RP, but there's just no follow-up. The ET splitter won't do jack. When Medusa is gone, the ET splitter trying to create more space. And he'll have to deny himself up. OG are down 2 cores with no buyback. Looking for the kill. If they can get it, they guarantee the tower. Now, they guarantee a little bit of damage on the tower.
Ooh, this ward for OG is really, really good. They have a lot of information to play with here.
If they can actually make any use of it, the Yule Scepter is up. They try and keep the axe under control so he can't blink forward, but the Dragon Knight, he's able to do so with a double breathe fire. Magnus will fall before he gets the RP off. Dragon Knight locked in stone for almost an eternity. Eternity is over, and he'll turn himself over to Medusa. The Storm, it's not him. He can't help out here. It's just run away. Anna's gone top already. It's still a walking map pack.
He has darkness. That's Roche.
You thought the night was going to end.
OG can't get in.
Spirit Stomp.
They can try to steal with Storm. He's
jump! Snatches the agency model. It's Ramses that does it. And it killed Roshan. Now they turn their attention over towards Pasha. The stun, it won't connect from the Elder Titan. Dragon Knight has to wait this out with Upheaval. They just can't really move anywhere. Anna's already leaving. He understands. Cut your losses. This fight is VP's.
The games they lose are mainly to themselves, to be honest.
Here they come.
Dominant, here we go.
They wanted to Dragon form. You know what he wants to do? Blink and Dragon Tail stun. Whoever can find. S4 goes for the skewer. Ramses was close by, but they just Dragon DK. And, well, S4 down again. Buyback is available while VP, they're deep inside the base. Where is your jump in? Magnus actually holding onto his buyback. Now it's Pasha. Gets the call off, but you'll set it up pretty quickly. The jump forward is over on the DK. Now this BKB is one off, but the chaotic offering is absolutely perfect. Combining it up with the Fatal Bonds. The damage, well then again, now you've actually got Virtus Pro starting to retreat. Skewer back over. The RP is up for S4. Combining with a Shockwave and Sunray and the Stomp from Jirax. Virtus Pro have to stick around. Ramses is a sole survivor for this team. He's looking for a kill on Medusa. Make this worthwhile, but the Yule Scepter, it buys time, it buys space. They understand killing off Ramses. It's difficult to say the least. He can breathe fire and push his mid lane in just a little bit harder. Roshan's up in 15 seconds. The Spirit from OG, they're trying to stay as close as they can. Their observer wards are on the Radiant side, the river, but it's Dragon who
back.
wants to fight the jump in through the rear. They get that kill. S4 is down with no buyback. Medusa, the Stone Gaze, she hasn't triggered it yet. Is it going to be enough time? Now it's going to come off. Slow him down. Wait for these BKBs to wear off into the Supernova. And Dragon Knight, he can't get away. Bloodthorned up. Ramses was actually stoned, and now they will have more time. The rocks will fall. The Fatal Bonds will hold him there. No one is toggling his way through this entire fight. They just can't get the kill. Notal will fall, and DK finally is down to the ball lightning. Anna will get back into safety relatively. But he's lost two heroes. Fly is still on the run. No ability to dive. He'll be calling bladed down by Pasha. And Virtus Pro look for their second lane of racks. Through the top lane. You can look at the buybacks at the moment. Magnus is the only one with buyback. He's still short by 800 gold on Anna as Ramsey starts the assault.
He doesn't care.
No, why would you? You got a secondary life plus a heart and a life stealer. The skewer, it's on no one, bringing him in range of the tier 4 towers. The free waves there, they just don't have enough. The Magnus up in the air with the Yule Scepter. RP is still available, and you get again the stoning onto the Dragon Knight, but the rock is perfect. No one's falling down. Low triggers a cheese. The RP is there. Will it be enough damage? Notel tries to split the damage out, but he's lost his Storm Spirit. He's lost that single target. The fly, the stun, it creates space. Comboing out with Durax as no one is falling down. He can't toggle himself through that one. Now Ramses, he will try and go for the run. You still have brought down all the racks, and so the Megas are on the field. And come on back, Pasha. S4 will skew you in. Lil wants to keep fighting, and so does Ramses. This guy still has an Aegis. He wants an engagement. He wants OG to come to him. He wants to be one game up in the grand final, and all he needs to do is want it a little bit harder. Push the tier 4 towers and take it now.
40 seconds on the Storm Spirit. They're down mega creeps. Ramses is
burning.
More or less immortal.
Someone put some sunblock on him. Fly doing too much work. Spirits out, doesn't really affect Ramses, doesn't have his rage, but there's your call. It got Magnus, there's no RP, the spins are doing the work. S4 has to force up himself up, but now they're actually locked together. The Fatal Bonds are there at the same time. Well, Lifestealer, that's not working for him. He has to toggle his way through under Notel. Remember, he's still got the Aegis. Finally, they'll burn him. He lost his friend in the axe, so there's less manliness on the front lines. Ramses wants to run. Durax will send him up and towards the air. No Spirit, but here comes your TP in from S4. Where's your stun under rage? It doesn't exist. And Solo also successful. TP away. He thought the wand, I believe. Okay. In fact, he's still holding on to that to this point of the late game.
Farm up some camps. VP are having none of it. They want to go.
Yep, they're coming in. The stun is already there. They found Anna. S4. Yule Scepter will send up the Dragon Knight. Sends him up for the skewer back. No one's not part of this fight. Maybe with the Stone Gaze. They're keeping no one out of the engagement, allowing Anna and Notel to focus on the Immortal. I don't know why they want to do that. Ramses still alive, down to 1/3 life. The rock will drop, gets the extra stun. They're bouncing around, double buybacks. Required. RP still available. They come back in, the 3-man RP. The damage, it needs to happen right now, but no one's just standing his ground and doing the work. This should be it. This should be GG, because you've got OG 1 foot in the grave, and now they're about to be pushed in by the Russians. Virtus Pro, they have wiped OG from the face of the earth and are now 1 game up in the Kiev Major Grand Final.
I was saying after game number 2, what OG probably need to look into is having a better early game where they can build an advantage. Matchup you definitely do. I think this lane is, I don't know farm-wise if it's just an isolated one-on-one how much Silencer wins by, but just a guess would be something like 70-30 for Silencer. It might even be more than that. He does obviously have 2 tools, both the Arcane Curse and the Last Word dealing that magic damage. But if you're using that just to offset the Flame Guard, you're probably not playing this lane to your strength.
Yep.
We don't see this lane played very often. That's why I'm not 100% sure about it.
Anna, he's going to Flame Guard up. Jirax with the Rolling Boulder in. Lil's taking way too much damage. Anna, that's the start he wants. Up to level 2 and a bit, claiming first blood in the mid lane.
It's very nice to get this out early in the night time to spot rotations. And Ana, if he moves close to this wave, he is dead.
And there he goes. The Observer Ward reveals it. Ana too far out. Frostbite's going to be available, only level 1. TP support's on the way, but Lil holds him in perfect position, and there's your first +2 going the way of the Silencer.
That matters a lot
kick
for
bottom
Ember.
lane, Pasha. What have you really got left here? Jirax, Lil has TP'd in as the Monkey King bouncing around. He'll pop back down again. Jirax has no way to escape from this one with a very fine, but the attack damage from the tower. That'll be enough to get the kill, and Lil is awarded the victory of the blood. Ramsey's on the run out of the top lane.
Great, as you said, Ramsey's getting that tower.
Now we start having to watch the ward game. See how deep these wards coming from Virtus Pro. They've already got one sitting between the mid tower. Okay, that might be one way to do it. Onto Jirax, but Ember Spirit jumping forward with the double silence. Juggernaut as well as Crystal Maiden. Nothing they can do apart from burn. Ramsey's the TP out the rock. It actually connects. No way to TP out this one. Quick Omni Slash doesn't get the lucky bounce, and so Jirax will be able to escape. Juggernaut and Crystal Maiden pushing up the daisies. Pressure is now going to work. No global silence, no Wukong's command. So Metamorphosis gets triggered and Terra Blade pushes to the tier 2 tower. Solo will come up, trying to actually stop this, but then again, you've got Monkey King getting caught on the way through. Ramses will try and be involved as well. Here goes your RP. Solo onto Ana. The Flame Guard protection. His Spirit jumps forward, actually into a kill position, taking Solo. The Spirit away, the skewer will work, but the defensive Spirit allows him to escape. The kick, it catches two. As Form, they can go for more. Will he actually put down the hole? Not required. The kills, they're all rolling the way of OG. Ana will TP himself away to regenerate and then rejoin the team. Down to 1/3 of his life, but Notel starts up again. Remember, he's got that Aegis Immortal. Solo moving in close. Notel doesn't mind taking the early damage. He's always got that Sunder available just to put one of the VP players into a bad position. Speaking of that, the skewer back. Ana had his own Spirit, and the double kick from Jirax connects on the Juggernaut as well. As on the Magnus, into the Wukong command. There's that secondary stun. It's on the Terrorblade. Sunder used on Ramses. Now the Omni Slash into Notel. They push him back with the kick. Will it be enough? Jirax will sacrifice himself for the greater terror. That pumps up that Metamorphosis. Feeding into the melee racks. Fortification will protect it for the moment. Silencer. Remember, all these big ollies are up. Watch for his global silence time and the position of the Magnus around the south. He's ready to jump. Pasha needs the big one. They're not completely grouped up. Now the Wukong's command is out, and he found them. He found two, dragging it back into three. It's the miracle fight right now for Virtus Pro, but no! The Thunder from Notel. It got off in time. They at least killed off the Enigma. Notel, no more life to really fight with. He'll end up going down minute on the sidelines, and Virtus Pro are doing the work, but the Magnetize is burning through Virtus Pro. Ana back in, needs a little bit more chip damage. Able to do it. The Aegis Immortal will burn. He's got a defensive Spirit. No one trying to camp it. There goes your attack. The Shockwave missing from Pasha. They want that Blink Dagger to remain on cooldown, but Ana's got the distance. But Pasha, hot pursuit. With the Observer Ward and the Sentry up on the hill, they know there's no one from Virtus Pro here. Terrorblade's pushing the creep wave in, but they get into position and they're going to slip into the base. Want someone to come in closer, and they found one. It's the Monkey King. They want to delete the King.
No buyback.
And he won't be back.
That's Elena Rax probably.
It should be. Pasha, Searing Chains, they keep him at bay. RP's available. Jirax making sure that Pasha cannot jump in. They get the lane of Rax, and now either they get out or they rotate to mid. And that's actually what Notel's doing. He's still got a lot of illusions up with Metamorphosis buff. They want to go for more. Juggernaut starts to spin. That damage output is ridiculously huge. And the Sun Form, the Searing Chains is there. Ramses will burn. He will have to buy back. They have to fight. Global Silence available for no one. But again, Ana is keeping the VP lineup. Sleight of Fist and on the back lines. Solo lets the ulti go, but Notel, well, he's got more to let go. Jumping forward, there goes your rock. It connects on Pasha. He won't get the RP off. This could be it. No RP, and GG, well played. Under the cover of the black hole, OG will do what hasn't been done in 4 years of Dota 2 Valve Tour. That will force a Game 5. The last time this happened was Alliance versus Na'Vi at Tier 3. Surprise when Artsal is the coach of this team. You actually get the Enchantress pickup. You're reminding us of that during the drafting phase. And Lil, well, he's already there in mid. Aggressive war. Does he really do this? The Courier snipe as well. This is a horrible way for OG to start. The Courier actually swipes the Quelling Blade of Ana. Virtus Pro, spill the blood. It's the cute blood, but it's the Courier blood. But without Timberchain, he's probably not going to get that.
Legion Commander is pretty decent against Timber in lane though. Press the attack can remove the Whirling Death attribute loss.
Things are coming out. Solo and Lil, they're on their way. We've got ourselves Mud Golem and Centaur again. The multiple stuns. Ramsey gets initiated on. The Dust will trigger. Ramsey's preparing the concoction. Throws it towards Durax. The Shadow Wave is there. There isn't a shallow grave. He didn't save the point for it, but Durax gets invis. Thanks to the Dust. He is revealed, however. Ramsey's on the run. He needs to survive. Hoof Stomp out from S4. Double Edge available, and he will slice the Enchantress out for the body block. The Enchantress Crypt is doing the work, not to mention the concoction from Ramsey's. It'll fly out. A double kill for the safe lane Alchemist. Durax is back. He'll try and work with flying, but the Centaur Stomp is there. Mud Golem Stomp up in a second too. But it's VP trying to be the aggressors, and they get first blood on the top lane. That Centaur's not even done. The double stuns fly out. Lil does it from the grave, even from the base, I should say.
You also set yourself up to get the Astral off, obviously, and play against the Treant as well.
There's a ping on bottom lane. This came out before as Durax rotating over Pasha. Can Durax get the fist bump in? Yes, he will. No tell. Sharkrum's coming off cooldown in a second. Pasha doesn't have press the attack, but he's got duel. Does he want to find it? No tell. Timber changes his way up. Pasha is low. Shadow Word will give him a little bit more life, not to mention the movement speed. He's just trying to juke it around, and he does it successfully. Lil and Solo will both rotate down on Pasha. He's looking for the dual damage. Phase boost will trigger. He's got the movement speed. Catching the tree for attack, but now in comes No Tail. Slices him in two, but the damage from No One has arrived as well into the tree line. No Eclipse available. No Tail starts to TP. Will they find him in time? Half a second, 0 seconds, he's out.
First have this more aggressive mid-game impact than the split push approach.
Bit of troll trap.
Charging up the concoction.
Yeah, he's looking towards S4. If he can get the concoction off, you go a troll trap. So S4, even if he has Stampede, he can't run away. They commit the goal. They're happy to do this because the pressure into the T1 tower is just important now. Arriving Ana, the weave hit on from Fly. So Lil, they're all losing the armor. Solo upheaval, slowing the attack, and Lil, the sprites, the regeneration, 3 points in it. It works an absolute treat. Now with a Sharkram, Lil can't stay in close. The Golem as well. A small change up in the build. He didn't actually finish the S and Y Ramses. He's now got the armlet coming on the courier. 4-staff, No One jumping in on this top lane. That Centaur from Lil is on the way in. S4 stampedes, but the duel holds him under the tier 1 tower. Shallow grave. It will last long enough, so there's no dual damage, but S4 just chasing up the Pasha. Won't be able to do anything but say, well, come at me, bro. I'm dead anyway.
They didn't have any info to go with their OG. Bit surprised that S4 and Fly
No Tail.
Just push us 2 heroes.
He's trying to go after Ramses. A Sharkram damage is decent, and with another Timber Chain available, he's going to miss the target. Ramses preparing the concoction because supporters arrive in the form of No One. No Tail brought down. Ramses will find his third kill of the game. Ana in through the rear. Lil, he actually has the damage if he waits it out perfectly into that impetus. He doesn't have the range, but Ana is dying. Concoction, they need the vision. Fly, no shallow grave. He'll go down as well. Virtus Pro. They're destroying OG on the bottom lane, bringing it to 10-2 in Game 5. For OG. And Sharkram was just used by No Tail to force out the mid lane, so yep, the weave will give the vision instead. That's the power of OG. They had it with the Batrider before. This time it's the power of the Dazzle. Timber Chain forward, looking for the damage with the Sharkram. They push him around as No Tail. There's your jump forward, the Hoof Stomp. It connects on the OD. They're going to kill him off. This is a big fight. If they can keep the contesting there, the rock will fall from Warlock, combining with the Butter Bonds. Jurek creates a little bit more space with the overgrowth. The damage from No Tail is huge, but not enough. No One is just doing his work. He survives through this. He wants one more hit on No Tail. Solo actually gets the kill because of the fatal bonds. He got hit by the Ancients, and 4 heroes go down for OG, and this will allow Virtus Pro to take Roshan. No other choice. The tier 2 fortification living armor is actually delaying this a lot. So with the double damage rune, OG should be able to actually get a bit of a trade-off with the towers. Courier sniped in the mid. Durax, stealthy ninja.
Nothing on it though, but he did get it. Now Pasha's in an awkward position. He's gonna blink it.
There's your duel. Finally the damage will be there. Or will it? No Tail actually keeps the Sharkram up, but he's stunned up, and this will allow No One to blink forward. They're going to hold No Tail there, but how much damage have they got? No Tail, Timber Chain, he's ghost after protecting himself with the concoction from Ramses. It will be able to hit. No Timber Chain away. But while they're fighting there, S4 takes the tier 2 tower up on top lane and adds pressure to the tier 3 tower. Again, OG playing this game of cat and mouse.
They feel like they don't have a Whoa.
And that's a nightmare for a Treant Protector.
Absolutely.
Here comes your TPs in as well. Notel going to arrive. Lil's in the neighborhood, but they look towards Solo and Pasha. Yul stepped her up. Ramses, he's the man that's left behind. Wants to armlet toggle his way through. Jirax keeping his eyes peeled, sees the golems moving forward. Dust is on the Enchantress. That's the reveal. Concoction flies out from Ramses. Hits on the Dazzle. Living Arm is giving a little bit more life. A 4-star fin. Okay, Dazzle's got nothing to work with. That OG is just so strong. The Rock in the back lines. They catch out another, and this time it is dual victory damage. Plus 14, Pasha. Possibly can. Alchemist preparing. He is the frontline tank. He is the sponge of Virtus Pro that can keep draining himself through chemical rage. In he comes. The Chakrams down. The hoof stomp's done. Will it be enough? Yes, it is. On top of no one. The charge forward. Notel wants kills. The intelligence though is up to 24, and Eclipse is available. They'll drop. S4. The Shallow Grave will keep him alive. Jirax got a little bit of space. Remember, he's the one carrying the gem pass. Will duel him up. Bring him down. Notel as well will fall. OG. They're falling apart. The Aegis Immortal will burn. Troll Warlord back into the fight, but Ramses, the stun is available. No BKB available for the Troll Warlord. Lil pounding him down. You have a small chance of victory. Actually, no, you don't. Anna, you're toast. Burnt toast. Or the bleed will be fatal.
Ramses could be the siege vehicle. He's still not that tanky health-wise.
They're leaving. Jirax, he found a target. The Weave actually gave a little bit of vision, but he wants to punch into Ramses. Jirax doesn't actually get the bash, however. Concoction's preparing the Rock with the Fatal Bonds. Will connect out. Yule Scepter, they're keeping OD out of the fight. And the big root, they're holding him there. But the damage, you'll drop the hammer, but the bash again is still doing his work. No tail, this Timbersaw, he's the man doing the damage until Anna. No, it's a lockdown. You actually have the fight going the way of OG. A buyback will come out from Ramses. Warlock, Solo is on the run. Notel won't go the correct direction. But OG, they got the fight they were begging for, they were praying for. Their mid-melee racks. So they're playing up against momentum on that front. And look at OG. They want murder. They feel they've got the advantage. The smoke will break. Lil is revealed. And look at Anna. He's just trying to gun towards whoever he can. Now the duel. It's over on Anna. He didn't get his BKB off the Hoofstomp plus the Stampede. The time is there. No one. Again, a very ineffective ultimate from him. You brought down the tree. But at what cost? Centaur will fall. Anna needs to do more damage. No one so low. Anna with a double kill. Hold his ground. Randy is back. He can't get away. Anna is on the run. Notel needs a Shallow Grave. He'll deny himself. The Impetus was chasing him. 100 seconds, however, without the Alchemist. OG have all buybacks available. Money to finish it. And still, actually, he'll be short by 700 for buyback.
OD. Buyback in 1 minute. Aegis.
Look at Jirax's position.
40 seconds.
He waited in the tree line. Now they jump forward. That damage from Notail. Defensive improvement from no one. It's committed, and Anna feels it's the opportunity. The Rock will drop. A double stun. Now the BKB. Anna moves in deep. He'll be dueled up. They'll hold him there, but of course the E-Blade pop, they can't finish the job. The OD ulti will pop, but it only triggers the Aegis, the Immortal. Legion Commander in the meantime has lost his life. The Yule Scepter keeping Enchantress out of the fight. Anna is the main man sticking to objective-based gaming, trying to bring down this Rax. If he can find a hero as well, he'll take that. But Lil, he's finding the damage. S4 triggers off the cheese, has the Shallow Grave as well. But Virtus Pro, they are repelling the invading OG until in comes Notail. The Chakrams will miss once again, but no one. Another defensive improvement forced out. The Fatal Bonds will connect him up, making Notail think twice. Back into the bottom lane. Concoction. Alchemist will stun himself. Okay, no one. Again, has to be the saving grace, but while he's down, Anna takes out the bottom melee racks. Ramses is there, Pasha as well. Anna beating down Roshan. As far as vision goes, there's actually nothing that helps OG. There's one ward watching the lane, but around the pit, not a lot to work with. And here comes Virtus.pro into the pit. They start the duel. The rock is decent, but Notel plus T-Rex, the perfect rooting. The duel. Pasha is gone. Enchantress is gone. They're pushing onto S4. Alchemist needs to do more work, but he can't finish the job. Defensive imprisonment. No one's not even part of this fight. Ramses will die. No one will blink up, but 3 heroes down. Only one has buyback, and that's the Alchemist. Roshan belongs to OG, but T-Rex, he's not done yet. He continues the chase, looking towards Solo. The orb damage is also giving the intel steal while pushing up the top lane. They need to create more space. Blink's already been used. Force, TP, the Yule Scepter. No one is stuck. He's trapped. Defensive imprisonment. Blink dagger off cooldown. Right now they know where he's going to go, and Notel chains him through, cancelling the blink dagger, forcing the buyback already. Regeneration, not what he wants, but BT's in.
Here comes Ana.
Yep, he's the man on the front lines. Where is that duel? Pasha's looking for it. In they jump. The duel is out. The orb damage is on Ana. They're going to bring him down pretty low, but the shallow keeping him alive. There's all the intel stolen up. They're still fighting, but you've lost the Legion commander. Aegis Immortal will trigger, so Troll Warlord back to the world living in a second. A quick little push away. No one needs to keep the damage going. He doesn't have the Eclipse. Too many are falling right now, but Virtus.pro, no one back in the fight for the hold on from S4. He's caught them. 3 down. This could be the enchilada right now. Ana focusing on the racks. He will fall. Lil is doing the work. OG are pushed back. They hold the rage racks.
Notel is going to buy back. He has 14 seconds cooldown on travels. They're going to buy
They
back
know it.
as well.
They know
have
it's now.
the buyback advantage.
They know it's now.
I can't believe VP held that, but the buybacks are on cooldown. This will be Megas, and more likely the end of
The second rock. He bought Refresher Orb. Screw the Aghanim Scepter. He just needed a second rock. If he can live, he may not be able to. The chakrams are killing him off. Notel will watch maniacally as Solo has to run back to his fountain, and here they come. Stampede, jump forward, catch out Lil. The rocks will drop, but they just don't have the damage to repel OG. Virtus.pro call it. GG. OG will be claimed for time. Dota 2 major winners here in Kiev. They upset the local team in OG. I think with that celebration. But number 4 under their belts. They had issues at DAC. They have overcome them to push through this single elimination dangerous bracket and beat out a team that has looked superb throughout this entire tournament, Virtus.pro.
unbelievable. This game